Ki jadwendrio tiwa lalong kibla don hari khasi na du ki bor basin charu pharing bat kibla dawa na sarkar meghalaya mentala jan lai posnem ban itho no ki kum ki rulum kumbalong lem ki khasi jaintia bat garu bat ki ba hapo ke hima khairim mental si kan rio tori unaitung kilawan kilat pathai khubor ban pin phriang ya ki jingdawa jongki kaba kila dawa na du badang long mentri rangba uba iki maulong Habakran bat kilat pathai khubor Nakalyang General Secretary of Tiwa Student Union Meghalaya State Committee u Albert Dilar ulapin pawi ki jing smodiaw hadian ba ki jai bin reu Tiwa lalung kibla don nado kapor basin char ki phareng wat hadu mentaru kimshim layo ek jing ithu kum ki schedule tribe hapo ki jala Meghalaya kumta kila dawa na sarkar baka de wen shimkhya ban pin rung no iki jai bin reu Tiwa hapo 6 schedule bat kumjo ban pin rung bat kin thop iki hak census arjar arpunyo
Today, we the Tiwa Lalung people of Meghalaya have gathered here to bring to your attention through the media the long-standing grievances faced by our community. We identify ourselves as Tiwa, although we are also widely known as Lalung. The purpose of today's press conference is to highlight an issue of great importance to our community. As you are aware, the government of India is scheduled to conduct the general population census in 2027, and the process of house listing and house numbering will begin beforehand. This census is crucial for ensuring that every community is correctly identified and properly presented in official government records. The process of house listing and house numbering for the census is expected to commence in August 2026. However, a concern and disappointment arise from the fact that in the list of scheduled tribes prepared by the government of Meghalaya for the upcoming census, the name Tiwa or Lalung are not included. The Tiwa Lalung community is one of the indigenous tribes of Meghalaya. This is historical fact that cannot be denied. Like the Khasi, Garo and Janjia communities, the Tiwa Lalung people became part of the newly created state of Meghalaya in 1972, along with their ancestral land. Historically, the ancient Goba state, the traditional homeland of the Tiwa people, share a common boundary with the ancient Janjia kingdom. The territory of ancient Janjia state extended as far as Parapucia and Tobakusi Roha, reaching the banks of the Brahmaputra River. These historical facts are well documented and clearly establish the long-standing presence and identity of Tiwa Lalung community within the present-day state of Meghalaya. Historical records, including the writings of the renowned Khasi scholar B. Pakem, who was also known as Professor of Political Science in Northeastern Hill University, Shillong, provide clear evidence of the historical presence of Tiwa Lalung people in present-day Meghalaya. The sketch map prepared by B. Pakem clearly identifies areas such as Goba, Barapucia, Tobakusi, Kulukuri, Khala, and Sahori, and other adjoining regions as parts of the ancient Janjia state. These areas were historically governed by Tiwa Lalung principalities, and copies of these historical records have been enclosed for reference, and it's one. The ancient Goba state, the traditional homeland of Tiwa Lalung people within the actual Janjia kingdom, was historically divided into both hill and plain regions. Areas including Neli, Khala, Sahori, Parapucia, Tobakusi, Kulaguri, Tetilia, and Timoria were later brought under the jurisdiction of the District Commissioner of Nagaon in 1835. This administrative change followed the events involving Raja Shudur Singh of Goa, who was accused by the British authorities of capturing 4 British officers and later sacrificing 3 of them during the conflict of 1832. Despite this historical administrative change, the identity, history, and traditional homeland of Tiwa Lalong people remain well documented. Following the events of 1832, the British authorities demanded that the Raja of Jandia hand over the Raja Shudur Singh of Goa. However, the Jandia Raja refused to surrender him. Consequently, both the Raja of Jandia and Raja Shudur Singh of Goa were arrested, and in 1835, the Jandia kingdom was annexed by the British. After India attained the independence, further administrative change took place. In 1951, the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council and the Miki Hills Autonomous District Councils were established. During this reorganization, the ancient Tiwa kingdom of Goa was divided once again. The present-day Sarigrai, Sunrai, areas of River District, which now fall under the jurisdiction of Hima Khairim, remain within the Khasi Hill Autonomous District Council. These areas have historically been the traditional rights of Tiwa Lalong community. Their customary village administration continues to be preserved under the traditional institution of Loro, who serve as the customary chief of the Tiwa people. These historical and customary institutions are clearly evidence of Tiwa Lalong communities' long-standing presence, governance, and cultural heritage in Meghalaya. They further strengthen our legitimate claim for recognition as a scheduled tribe in the state of Meghalaya. The areas that were once part of the ancient Goa state, the traditional kingdom of Tiwa Lalong people, became part of the newly created state of Meghalaya in 1972. Therefore, the Tiwa Lalong people did not migrate into the Meghalaya. Rather, they became citizens of new state along with their ancestral land. Unlike communities that migrate from other regions and were later recognized as scheduled tribe in Meghalaya, the Tiwa Lalong community is indigenous to the areas they have inhabited for generations. Despite this name, Tiwa or Lalong continue to be excluded from the list of scheduled tribe in Meghalaya. This continued exclusion is a matter of deep concern and is consistent with the historical, cultural, and geographical realities of the Tiwa Lalong community. With regards to the Sarigrai, area inhabited by Tiwa Lalong people, His Majesty the Hima of Hima Khairim has also formally acknowledged and recognized that this area forms an integral and inseparable part of Hima Khairim. This recognition further confirmed that historical presence and traditional rights of the Tiwa Lalong community in Meghalaya. The historical records and official recognitions provide strong evidence in support of our long-standing demand for recognition as a scheduled tribe in the state of Meghalaya. Further, the Dr. B.S. Balajit Singh Sim, the then CM of Hima Khairim, had addressed a letter to then Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Shri Ege Maulong, supporting that rightful claim of the Tiwa Lalong community. The CM also issued a certificate affirming that the Tiwa Lalong community are integral part and parcel of Hima Khairim. Copies of these documents have been enclosed for reference Annexure 2. In view of such strong historical records and official recognition, it is difficult to understand why the Tiwa Lalong community continues to be excluded from the list of scheduled tribes in the state of Meghalaya. This has been a long-standing demand consistently raised by Tiwa organizations in the Meghalaya, including All Jiwa Student Union, Meghalaya, All Jiwa Women Association, Meghalaya, Jiwa Mathun Lai Tokra, Meghalaya, Jiwa Cultural Society, Meghalaya. Therefore now, the Jiwa community stands united in urging the government to take immediate and necessary action to address our long-pending demand for scheduled tribe recognition and ensure justice for our community. Have come together to represent the collective voice and aspirations of the Tiwa community. Till today, the All Tiwa Student Union and the Tiwa community have approached the concerned authorities through peaceful, democratic, and constitutional means. We have submitted memoranda, held discussion, and patiently waited for a fair response, believing that a genuine demand would receive due consideration. If pursuing our constitutional rights through peaceful and lawful means is considered to be wrong, then we are left with very few options other than to explore every other legal and democratic remedy available to us. We have consciously maintained peace and restraint because we do not wish to create any situation that would embarrass the government or disturb public order. Our movement has always been guided by the respect for the rule of law, by the hope that justice would be delivered through dialogue and constitutional processes. However, prolonged inaction on our long-pending demand is deeply disappointing. We therefore once again urge the government to take immediate and meaningful action before the community is compelled to seek appropriate legal remedies available under the Constitution. These organizations have been peacefully and democratically appealed to the government of Meghalaya and the government of India to resolve this long-pending issue by including the Tiwa Lalung community of Meghalaya in the list of scheduled tribes. Demand is based not on emotion alone, but historically evidence, constitutionally principles, and the legitimate rights of an indigenous community that has been an integral part of Meghalaya since its formation. Now our demands. Through this press conference, we respectfully place the following demands before the government of Meghalaya and the government of India. Number one, inclusion in the 2027 census. The name Tiwa Lalung should be included in the list of scheduled tribes for the purpose of the 2027 population census in the state of Meghalaya. Necessary steps should be taken immediately so that the Tiwa Lalung community is correctly recorded from every beginning of the census process, including the house listing and house numbering exercise scheduled to commence in August 2026. Number two, recognition as a scheduled tribe. We reiterate our long-pending demand, which has remained unresolved for more than 3 decades, that the indigenous Tiwa Lalung community of Meghalaya be granted recognition as a scheduled tribe in the state of Meghalaya under its rightful identity of Tiwa Lalung. Our demand is based on historical evidence, official records, constitutional principles, and the continuous peaceful effort of our community. We firmly believe that justice delay should not become justice denied. Finally, on behalf of Tiwa Lalung community of Meghalaya, we once again express our sincere gratitude to all members of the electronic and print media for your valuable presence and your patience.
Given a certificate, recognition certificate.
recommendation. And it is there here. I have concluded in close. Office of the CM of Hima Kairim. He himself wrote this letter to the Chief Minister. He said that, subject, the traditional right of the Lalung or Tiwa. Honorable Sir, our Durbar is concerned to note that the Lalung or Tiwas have not been included in the list of indigenous tribes of the state Meghalaya. The Lalung or Tiwa are the native inhabitant of part of Hima Kairim in River District. In the provincial right Mayong, right Makudo, right Lempoy, right Amjong, and right Sagra, they are the sole occupants of the land. They have their own administrative hierarchy over these provincial administrative units under their respective dolois and elders. However, they are not isolated or cocooned, but work in tandem with the traditional state administrative of Hima Kairim. The Basan of Right Maushai are their immediate elders. They are part of the official traditional setup of Hima Kairim. Their participation in the ritualistic part of Nongprem dance at Smith conform to their customary status as indigenous inhabitants of Hima Kairim. This premier native Khasi state and enjoy the same rights like other natives over land and also in many other social and professional activities. The undivided Hima Shillong later bifurcated into Hima Kairim and Hima Nulim is a part of history of the Khasi Hills. Truly, their identification as an administrative tribe in our state is not misplaced. Lalungs are yet to see the light of day as the people of large are bearing the of injustice in different forms, and the youth are looking at the future without hope and inspiration. We will have to take a step that make us fulfill.
Have you met the person local MLA on this matter? What does he say?
He said he will look into it.
So as of now, you are not recognized as ST.
Yes.
So in your certificate, how do they write? OBC or what?
Certificate like?
We have OBC certificate.
No, we
Actually, we don't.
In the epic card.
In the ECAS when you ST. Since in the EPIC you have been state ST. So why government come to be recognized as ST? Have you
In
searched?
EPIC also ST, and ration card also ST.
Ration card, job card.
Job card also ST.
Job card, Aadhaar card. Since when?
From the social welfare department we got the report, and from Shillong social welfare department also we got. But from the social welfare department they asked this KCDC whether the Tiwa Lalungs are there or not. You just go for the inquiry. But from the KCDC they haven't given the proper answer, I guess.
That now who recognized as ST? Whom do you blame? Because Hima Kairim had done his own job.
Yes.
Whom do we blame?
So this social welfare, in which year do they send a letter to KCDC?
2018 in the March of last year, but we couldn't
We don't remember the date.
We don't remember. But we got from the social welfare department.
So that means send a report to the social welfare department.
No. Then RBYF, many cough and all. When we went to meet them, then they used to say, you have the rights. Regarding, you have the rights.
You can go ahead. Yes, the answer we got from them is that you can go ahead. We are not there.
We have submitted everything, witness what we have now. We have given the memorandum also, what other documents we have. Even from the 1961, we have the census, so that also we have given. But what our government is doing, we don't know.
Mornings are always busy. Everything feels fast. I hear mom shouting and I'm trying not to be late. Outside, Shillong is already awake. Cars move slowly, horns are loud. It feels like everyone is in a hurry. Then the STEMS bus comes in, bright and yellow, always on time. The caretaker waves and I feel okay. Inside, we laugh and sing. We share snacks, we help each other with homework. It feels nice. My parents know I'm safe through the STEMS app on Mom's phone. Because this bus isn't just a ride. It takes us to school with friends and a little bit of hope. This is STEMS, our ride, our future.